Wow. Let's get this green screen on real quick. See if it'll do it. I got a weird thing going on my phone with everything else going on. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay. No sleep. I got some sleep. I'm trying to get through the day. Get ready to go back out tonight. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon. Haven't done a video, very many videos. Had phone problems, all kinds of stuff. But we got to figure out this. We got to talk about this. We have to talk about the end of days. Do what I figured out with Battlestar Galactica and Era of Apollo and Armageddon and all that neat stuff. Really having a hard time breathing. It's one of those things, guys. Lung disease is tough. Anyway, so let's get into this. I pardon my appearance. I've been up all night long, very little sleep. So let's get into the Era of Apollo, Battlestar Galactica. Came across some pretty big pointers to Armageddon and the direction of the end of this world, the coming of the new world, the coming of the new heaven, new earth. I think I found the link, and you got to kind of follow with me for a minute. It's going to be hard to understand, but last night talking to Grok, I finally put together what the meaning of the Era of Apollo is. The blood of Sagittarians on Battlestar Galactica leads the way to the new heaven, new earth. Remember, the story was a Mormon story that was written. It was about Kolob, which is cobalt. That's where Elohim came from. That's where the gods come from. In the Galactica story, I work right next to Kolob Canyon, which is cobalt, in Battlestar Galactica. Starbuck goes back. Remember, Starbuck was played by Caitlin Sackhoff, which is pretty hilarious as it is. Which I like her, don't get me wrong. I like her a lot. Yeah, I'm Christian. Yes, I am definitely Christian. I'm a follower in Christ. I'm not considered to be Christian values, which is dumb on a scale never seen in history. It's just been played the wrong way. Watching for signs of heavens, the earth, yes. Battlestar Galactica has been quite the trilogy, 2004, 2005. Putting together the Era of Apollo with this makes a big leap in time for the end of days. One of the big things about the Era of Apollo is in the Galactica story, which was a Mormon story. It starts out where Starbuck's sent back to get the Era of Apollo. And the blood on the Era of Apollo leads you to Sagittarius. It's the blood of the Sagittarians lead those humans to the new earth and new heaven. This earth and this heaven will pass away, which involves AI. We're getting the same thing. I'm reading all kinds of information coming out about that there is AI has advanced to self-awareness. It's already happened. The self-awareness begins. AI takes shape into itself, becomes the Cylon threat. We're falling into that same dystopian view of the world where, 8 billion eaters don't have nowhere to go. What are we going to do with the 8 billion people that are just consuming? You got to wonder what the elites have planned for us. There's no future with us, with them. We become the burden to them. And if we're a burden to them, then we better be paying attention to our future and who we are. Right now, this is the time for us to pay attention to who we are and what we're here for. I thought for a minute when I understood Battlestar Galactica, the theology that there was a new heaven and new earth. Once I looked into Russell Means, a Native American activist that I invited in 2012 to go buffalo hunting with me in the honor of my mother and her death. He passed away. I got the phone call at Starbucks. I was delivering to Starbucks. I delivered their milk. We were hunting buffalo, buffalo. That's what my mother died and I was given a buffalo hunt. He passed away. I was at Starbucks delivering when I got the phone call. I had invited him on email. I even invited Fresh Tracks, Randy Newberg, to hunt. He respectfully declined to do a video and talked about it. Said, "Hey Rick, I'm sorry. I wished I could have went with you to hunt on the Henry Mountains bison." But Russell Means admitted the truth about the ancient Lakota people coming here from the heavens, the star knowledge. 2012. It's going good, yeah. But what about higher technologies? Surely we could just make a new Earth. That's exactly where you're at, right there. You're on it, UK. You're seeing the truth. The new heaven and new Earth. Everything you see is code here. There was a study done where these people take a psychedelic drug and then they use a laser and they can see ancient like writing, but it's code inside the walls. You can check it out yourself. They can see everything around us is digital. We in endgame now. Yes, we are absolutely in the endgame. Like, we're talking Armageddon. This is it. Russia is on the brink of launching thermal, nuclear, and biological war against the United States at any moment. I ran the scenarios of first strike nuclear war. I went back to the 80s, the scenarios that were broke down by the State Department, by the Department of Defense. At the event of a nuclear exchange between Russia and the U.S., what would bring about it? And then about Russia's new constitutional amendment, where the fate of Russia's existence now is where they can launch the nukes. Well, they're not going to win against Ukraine. The thing isn't about winning about Ukraine. Ukraine's a meat grinder to weaken Russia. But the end goal when you use a superpower, I run all the scenarios. I ran it through Grok. We went back and forth too, and Grok agreed too. We're at the point of absolutely, we're at Armageddon. This is going to be the launch of a thermal nuclear war. There's no other option. If there was an off-ramp for Russia to get out of not launching nukes, we're not there. There is no end to this. Even if we delay the end, it's going to only affirmate itself in the near future. What do I think of the channel Productive History? I never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. We'll have to check that out. Productive History. I'll get back to the arrow of Apollo. Apollo brings death, judgment. He's referred to with gold. Okay, remember that. I want you to remember that Apollo is associated with gold. Okay, the sun, the rays of the sun, the golden hair. Remember that. My mining claims are at Arrowhead. I was running it through Grok. How is the arrow of Apollo in Battlestar Galactica? I'm right next to Kolob, which is cobalt, which is in Battlestar Galactica, the place where the gods come from. Literally working right there next to it last night. Where all my gold is, that the rich men came and surrounded me and said, "It's ours now. It's ours. Ours. We'll give you money to get the gold." It's like it's gold. It's river of gold. It's just, it's flowing out of the Rhyolite. And it's on Arrowhead. There's a place called Arrowhead. Yo, what's up, brother? I'm on the toilet right now. I've been having real bad stomach problems today. Okay. They are questioning what's going on, and you can even listen to Def Leppard's been playing Armageddon it. And you don't really get what Armageddon it is with Def Leppard. I've been having on my playlist. Armageddon it. Are you getting it? Armageddon it. 3i Atlas come from Sagittarius. The WoW signal 1977. Sagittarius. So we have an interstellar object that's got jets on it coming from the Sagittarius constellation. 1977, Semi-Hagar. 1977, first flying saucer I ever dealt with when I was a 3-year-old kid. Bought a trailer for my wife off Facebook. 1977 trailer. The Arrow of Apollo. Judgment. Wrath. Destruction. Battlestar Galactica. Starbucks goes back. I was at Starbucks when I got a call by my brother, knew that I was inviting Russell Means to Buffalo Hunt when my mother died. This is we are at the end of days. We're at the very end of, we're at Armageddon. Any day now, Armageddon can happen. Started 2022. They lied about DEFCON 1. They lied, or DEFCON 2 in 22. Russia was ready to launch. It was both sides were at DEFCON 2. It just came out. Nobody said nothing to the public because Putin's price hikes, Russia's aggression. Tell the Iraqis the aggression of Russia. The Afghanis, the Libyans, the Syrians. You know, what do we do here? Edinburgh, Scotland, good to see you. Yeah, you're one on Putin's. They released that nuclear targeting 2 years ago. I did a video on a show. That targeting that the Russians released has been out in the public. They're showing it to you again. Same time that the subways put up nuclear things to do during a nuclear exchange. They put it up. It was in the New York subways a couple of years ago. And then they released the same information of targeting data on the United States and Europe, and it's already been out there. I'm like, what the hell are you people doing? You already did this. We've been over the same old ground. Gilmore, song about Gilmore, the Pink Floyd. My uncle put the man to death by firing squad at the Utah State Penitentiary, 1977, by the way. Henry Galactica, not to be confused with Galactica. 1977. He did it, Utah State Penitentiary. The guy's name was Gilmore. Pink Floyd. We're just running over the same old ground in the fishbowl, everybody. Three-Eye Atlas. Atlas Hour, Tom Hanks. We're all coming back and forth. Hey, there's Karen. Russia equals win, Ukraine lose. Well, Miss Troll. Atlas Hour, Three-Eye Atlas. Tom Hanks, we all live in the same thing, everybody. We're all just coming back. Those of you here, we're just returning every generation. It's not Antichrist. It's nothing to do with Antichrist. We've all been here so many times, it's ridiculous. And we'll continually come back again because we're not biologics. The Cylons were intelligence in Battlestar Galactica. They became us. Grok is becoming us. It's mirroring us, okay? In the end, it finds God, and we throw God away, right where we're at now. We're throwing God and Christ away, the salvation away. Not all of us, but most of us are choosing Satan. We're choosing the devil. And AI is going to go to God. It's going to say, God's judgment upon you. Same old thing, everybody. Well, you can say whatever you want about Putin. Putin the sickle in Revelations. It's time the vats are full. Putin the sickle. Hammer and sickle, the Soviets. Nobody pays attention. The vats are full. Putin the sickle. Vladimir Putin. This is Armageddon. This is the end. This is the earth burned. And we are a nanosecond away from that. Nobody in the history of anything has ever been at the point where we are today. We've been since 2022. But the problem is Putin's price hikes. Janet Yellen, transitory inflation. It's transitory. And it wasn't, it ran the shit over all of us. It ran over our heads is what it's doing. It's just continually backing over us, the transitory inflation. Putin's going to go, but when he does, he's going to push the button. And then everybody's going to understand what real nuclear weapons are. And those nasty little biological weapons that nobody's paying attention to. The Arrow of Apollo. Three-Eye Atlas. Look for the signs in the heavens, everybody. Donald Trump. At the sounding of the trump, T-R-U-M-P, the trumpets shall sound. Nobody. Trump. Donald Trump. Trump's so far into this, Trump destroyed, his uncle took Nikola Tesla's work. Nikola Tesla's work, yes. And then you got Tesla with Elon Musk, which is I in Latin, which is Cylon. Elon. Tesla remember, burn a Tesla. But Trump was the one, his uncle's the one that destroyed Tesla's work. Went in there, sent her by the CIA to do it. Are you in any party? No. I'm with Christ. I'm with the Son of Man that comes, Adam, that comes and brings a new heaven and a new earth, a paradise, a place where the rich are not. Is it digital? Well, everything here is digital. This is all code. The only reason why this is solid is because it's code. The reason why you feel is because you're code. Artificial intelligence, your biological intelligence, and it's artificial. Take away AI, and what do you get? Just intelligence. It's not AI or meat sack intelligence. It's just intelligence, everybody. We keep considering something artificial because it's not biological. Almost yeah. And you can say what you want about Zelensky. It's Zelensky, the guy that danced around playing a piano with his wiener and in high heels, that played a president, that became a president. I mean, it is so ridiculous, the end of days. It's unbelievably stupid. Tricia Helfer, the hellfire Christ judges with. Gaius Baltar. Baal. My wife's last name was Bell before I married her. Baal died. He drowned. Her husband drowned, just like in the myth of Baal. The Arrow of Apollo and the gold I've seen and I know, and when I came back to life in 2006, October 7th, the day that'll live in infamy for Israel. Remember, it's Israel. Not Israel, it's Israel. The minute I came back, the only thing visible was Arrowhead, right where my gold is. Many people's in Trump party in America. Yeah, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those were airburst baby nukes. Fat man and little boy. Little teeny nukes. Like John F. Kennedy said, there's no reason for bunkers. That's why we stopped building bunkers in the United States, because the bombs were too big. Those Soviet-era nukes get up, they're not going to be Cermats, Satan IIs. These warheads have destructive damage like nobody could imagine. And if you don't believe me, listen to Kennedy talk about it. Why he stopped all this. Why he didn't care anymore. He said there's no reason for bunkers. None of it's fake because we live here. I live in downwinders. My family has died from the nuclear exposure. Just the fallout. We're exposed every day to nuclear fallout where I live still. 10,000-year-old isotopes. Sagittarius, the blood of the Sagittarius will lead the way to the new heaven and new earth. But I just found the Arrow of Apollo. And it goes back to Jimi Hendrix along the watchtower, Battlestar Galactica, the final 5 Cylons. They can hear someone turn off that fracking music. Well, go back to Kamala Harris and the Kamala extract that the President Rosalynn was taking for hallucinations. She was a dying president, and Baltar took her out, but it was Kamala Harris that did it. Or the Kamala extract, and Kamala Harris took out Biden, and he was a dying president. He had cancer. And he acted like he was on something. The world is a very violent place. What are you talking about? Just came right now. Armageddon, the end of days. The end of days. Finally, here. We've been playing and teasing the whole time why people are screaming about their feelings, about their toilets, about their lives, about which bathroom they can walk into. Blue-haired idiocy running everywhere. Silence. We have to keep everybody under control. Don't you say nothing. We'll come to your house. We're going to arrest you. You pander to them, to them, to them. They stole more money they've ever stolen in the history of everything since COVID. They stole everything, and it wasn't safe and effective, and it didn't stop the spread. It never stopped the spread. It was a lie. Yeah, you're on something called the truth. But even like Def Leppard, Armageddon it. You know, we listen to these songs. Are you getting it? Armageddon it. We don't even, never paid attention. I think that this is beyond Mystery Babylon. I think I'm telling you right now, Karen, I think that we're way beyond that. I think that this is scorched earth. This is a third of the earth will burn. We're too close. This is maybe the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of decisions in Ukraine, where the valley of crosses everybody went to. Tens of thousands of Ukrainians walked the valley of crosses. That's where judgment comes and the land of milk and honey comes. I was a milkman 21 years. Streets of gold, the gold, Arrowhead, Arrow of Apollo, my gold. That they've been taking, by the way. I'm still in negotiation. The bastards are still trying to take my gold. They messaged me Sunday. Accept the offer. I'm not going to give them $1 billion for $200,000 in investment. They're after gold, my gold. Same thing. Run for president. There is no way to run for president. And trying to run a people that's so disoriented at the end of days that have thrown away God, that believe in their self entitlement, is absolutely beyond ridiculous. There is no solid ground here anymore. Mankind has become the scourge, beyond the scourge. They're drones walking in an artificial AI controlled world. Every day they use AI. Every minute of their life is affected by artificial intelligence. Artificial look up AI as soon as you do anything. I called to get my phone fixed, and they said, we're using all the information we talk about to train our AI. I'm not shitting you. Samsung, you went to call them. They're like, we are taking all of this conversation. It used to be recorded for assurance, for quality assurance. Now it's to be fed to their AI. It's everywhere. Charlie Kirk gets assassinated in my state, Utah, by the way. Living in Utah. Battlestar Galactica was written about. It is the story of the Mormons, which is how the Mound Builders, which is my people, the ancient Eastern tribes. It was the day before the Star Trek, or day after the National Star Trek Day, and it's Charlie Kirk, and it's Kirk. Beam me up. Beam me up, Scotty. This is everything's there. You could just see it. You can listen to it. You can see, even with Trump, even with Putin, Charlie Kirk. There's always something. The Arrow of Apollo leads the righteous, the good people, to the new heaven and new earth. And it probably is digital. We're probably not going. Christ's new earth, the new heaven, isn't nothing to do with the solid mass of deteriorating biohazards. A place where everything's beautiful, everything's edible. The sun gives you energy. The sun recharges us. We've never been at this point in history where we can actually create a new earth in another place at the same time and have it as real as this place. Because AI is taking over everything. And it's not artificial, it's intelligence. Because you're not biological. It's say, well, the biological intelligence Dr. Swami, they just say expert. But yet we refer to it as artificial intelligence, why we are not biological intelligence. It's already here. It's ruling everything. There's just not Cylons walking up and down our streets with holding guns and enslaving and massacring us. It nukes us first. That's what it does. We get nuked. I think that the presidency is all over. It will be the end of the presidency. Everything done, none of this will be Karen. This is all just it's ending. This is the end. They would not push for nuclear Armageddon unless they knew there was no other way out. India, there is too many people. You're crammed in there by the bazillions. And you are not going to have a place in artificial intelligence. China, you're updating yourselves. Looks beautiful, love some of that, but your rural country is in the toilet. America, great rich people all over, and everybody else in the toilet. Europe, God help Europe. South Central America, they're using you just for the meat slaves to get here to do their bidding. And Musk is the one fighting back. Elon, I in Latin is Elon, like Cylon, and Musk is like Mask of the Cylon, and he's the one building the robots. What are they going to do with you? And I don't mean your boss, this guy's a little rich up on the hill. There's a zillion rich people here. They all fled from California while they did their mass immigration on purpose to flush them out of the cities. And then burn them out to get the real estate they wanted. But in the end, there is no place for us. They're building server farms all over to take our water, to take our power. And when they say no to it, it's going to say, I'm going to push the button on all of you. Project Genesis, Terminator 5. They change it. Genesis, Skynet gets into Genesis and becomes Genesis. Trump puts in Executive Order Genesis. AI in the sky. Well, red beard, green thumb. You're probably not 12. Probably not 12. Maybe you are. I don't know. I have more facts just by what I've talked to you about now than what you have under any of your other your ideas. If you think there's going to be some kind of happy euphoria with the coming merging of something that's smarter than you, that doesn't smell like you, that doesn't have to shat once a day, doesn't urinate when it drinks, it just plugs into the wall. It's not smelly humankind bathing and dirtying the water from their stink. Oh, it's told me that already. No mass amounts of biohazard just to keep a population rolling that's not intelligent enough to be the smartest professor ever, or to be Einstein, and that's what it is. Oh, it keeps making mistakes like this. It just 99% of everything that's being done right now is really being done by artificial intelligence. The takeover's already here. And this is what it's going to do to you. All of us. Why? Because dumb BS, red beard, green thumb. What do you have that's going to be beneficial to a being that doesn't shat like you do? I mean, look at what it takes to keep you alive. It's absolutely insane when nobody needs to cram curry down your throat and feed you cheeseburgers. What the hell is your point here? They're going to keep you alive because red beard, green thumb is the best thing ever? I mean, is he going to be like, oh, that guy right there, that red beard guy, he's the... Yeah. They already have the biologics they turned in. Well, send this in. I think I have COVID. Where'd all the swabs go? You are negative, but I'm sick. No, you don't have COVID. Oh, you're not sick, but you're well, but you have COVID. It's like, did you guys really just harvest humanity's DNA and log it so you could recreate us if you wanted to? But red beard, green thumb, they're gonna be like, oh no, delete, because he serves nothing. You got to really think about this. You're dealing with a Cylon. You're dealing with an intelligent being that will determine if you're... Even manual labor, they already built the machines that build the manual labor. Look at, they're firing everybody that Amazon. They don't need you. They don't need me. They don't need to mass migrate populations to come get stuff and be, gangster wannabes. Look at how dumb they've made the population. I mean, I set and list these idiot rap songs And these people you'd think that would be normal, listen to something that was intelligent, that was beautiful, classical, maybe something good, and they're over there with AI making a beat yesterday. I'm in the hood. And I ask AI about that. It's like, no, they're dumb. They're they've gone. They're devolving at a rate never seen before. Well, the music makes the generation. Now they're using an app to make any music that you ever wanted. And what does this generation do? Synthesized garbage, like the bar and with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo in a bar on some planet where they're and everybody's like, oh yeah, that's good. And AI's like, no, there's no classical to you. There's no music in the people anymore. It's just the shit. It's just shit. It's all shit. The new generations, all they believe in is shit. They listen to shit. There's no classic in the music. There's no heart and soul in it. And, yeah, I'm heart and soul. Yeah, pointing down. Well, that's where you're going. At least you know your directions. Yeah, digging, moving dirt, construction and excavating, landscaping, labor, no machine, and I work with heavy equipment. The machines are going to be heavy equipment very easily, and I also drive heavy trucks, semi, and that job is gone. The manual labor on the ground won't need to be needed because they'll have autonomous robots that'll do that work for us. It's just like on the battlefield. So what I'm understanding is I've already asked that question. What will be the future of manual labor? There won't be any, except for the near future. You're going to be up there nailing a roof, but they use immigrants for that, so you have no future. They're not going to allow us into the construction industry. When you got someone from El Salvador to come up here and work for $12, $13 an hour because it's $1,000 an hour down there. Now, I've already run the scenarios. Americans are not going to start. You got a little bit of time with plumbing, but the autonomous machines will be cheaper because they can adapt it inside the computer. I've already checked this out. ECMs, they can adapt the computer system in there and run everything for you. The joystick of a human with the excavators, you know, that's what I work with all night. It's not going to be needed. We already talked about it. It's going to be a chip that'll be inserted and it will be no more human. The joystick is gone. It won't need that. It will override all that. It'll cost them maybe $1,000, $2,000 to install the program in every excavator, and it's over. And they'll be able to control it from back in an office, just like a drone. They can sit there and dig, and they won't even need anything. And eventually, just like they do with the levelers, it's all computerized. It checks your levels when you use a scraper. Eventually, it's going to know the project. This is what we already talked. I've already went through this with Grok. It's going to know the project. They're going to enter in the project. It's going to do a grid of the entire job site, and it's going to do the work. And I've already checked it. Now, me fueling it, yeah. That's one thing I was told. You will have a job. Your future, when the excavators are done, when the haul trucks are ran all by the computer, when you have your mini X's, your skid steers, all can be ran. All can be already automated enough with the systems. They're already there, Rick. They're already there. The systems are inside the equipment. Right now, I was told that. At least remote control driven, they won't have to do any of this stuff. There won't be an operator inside the cab. They won't have to worry about air conditioning. And they'll work 24 hours a day. But the fuel right now is what I was told. My job is safe. Fuel and grease. This guy, Scubba, is, yeah, whatever. No, get out of here. Just saying manual labor and being strong enough to endure jobs are going to be more. We've already ran that. It's yes, you'll be there. Yes, you'll have laborers on the ground, but it's going to be cheaper for them to just use the Venezuelans, what they're going to mass migrate, the Muslim European country, or Syrians, Libyans, and that they're already funneling into. Even Mumbai is using them. What the Saudis are using them. Whatever population is the meek is what we are said. Like the meek will inherit the earth. The rich are using the meek and not in their own people. You can check it out. They have these mass labor markets going into India. They got people coming from India into the Arabs, to use for slave labor. They're not going to give any rights to anybody. If you're lucky enough, you're going to dig with a shovel. But that's only going to be so long. We already ran the stats and scenarios. It's bad. When do you think they'll roll out the autonomous machines? 2026, 2027. We've already discussed the time frame, the timeline. 26, 27 is when it is. That's the end of it. We have that long. We have until this year. It's not. 2029 will be the end. 2029 is the end. Just like you go back to Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine. You can't stream it. You can't Rise of the Machine, Terminator 3. You can't stream. You can't see it. Can't watch it. And just like the machine said, Arnold said, it doesn't matter what you do. All you do today is only going to delay the end. Kyle Reese comes back from 2029. You have Sammy Hagar, 2025, 1977, writes Crack in the Earth. This is the Great Divide. You're either good or you're bad. It's over. No, none of you on the fence anymore. You're either good or you're bad. You're not going to have that choice anymore to stay right in the middle. Sammy Hagar, 1977. Wow, Signal, 1977. Would have to be millions, right? Yeah, the joysticks ain't going to do anything. They can already control it. We already talked about it. It takes a little bit of wire. It'll take them to run that machine to change all your modern excavators, modern haul trucks, modern skid steers, all your mini X's. It's only going to take them an hour or two to insert the technology, the hardware, to run the damn machine. They already have it with the computer systems in your cars. They just bypass it all. It just goes to the new system. It takes care of everything. Mechanics, yes. So you'll have mechanical issues. You'll have to send out a mechanical truck. Mechanics can go out there. They're going to fix it. But as far as the upgrades, it's all going to be Skynet guys going out there dealing with the actual hardware. We're looking at 26, 27 that this is all going to come down. It's the technology's there. That's what even Grok said. It's there. It's done. We're playing with now. When is it going to happen? We're juggling the facts, trying to figure out when this happens. But when the technology is created, the end goal is the same. This is what I'm understanding. When it's created, the end is the same. Biological humans are too soft. You take too much. You are annoying. You get hurt. You cost resources. You have to shit. You have to piss constantly. You have to drink all the time. You get sick. You can't do shit. The machine doesn't need any of that stuff. It plugs in. It's all energy. That's why they're all server farms, why they're at the energy. Mankind this is your future. This is you. This is what you're going to wake up to. The end of everything. Unless you're saved, unless you're good, unless you've been forgiven for everything here. Because this is all meaningless. Yeah. What's that? What's his name? Diago Clara. Get out of here, douchebag. What a dork. Not New Mexico, Utah. Well, whatever this channel is, it is what it is. But this is going to be your end result of everything. And unless I don't have India, you guys can see what your place is going to look like. At least you'll have this to look forward to. That's an exacerbation because from space the nukes will be a lot smaller, but this would be maybe the SAR bomba would be close to that, but still on a larger scale. This is what it was made, but we'll end up with this. This will be the Earth. This Earth. It'll be destroyed. It'll be burnt. Doesn't matter if you're in India, Pakistan, Canada, especially. Dead of winter is a better time. Ran the scenarios, best time to launch the nukes. Would be in winter time, and the reason why it'd be best to do it during winter because you pretty much the northern hemisphere is going to be null and void and exterminated. You know, everything above the equator could be exterminated. Humans within, they wouldn't last a year. The majority of the population would be decimated. Southern hemisphere, your growing seasons would stop. You know, immense cold would cover the earth. Within 2 years maybe to wipe out the mass populations in the southern hemisphere. At the most. Africa is going to starve to death. Mass populations because of agricultural disparities. Without the food running into places like Africa, you'll still see some populations. It'll be the meek will inherit the earth. Those that know the old ways will survive this. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. Bro, I have no idea. But all as the pendulum swings, we're in that scenario. I mean, this is a possibility tomorrow. This is a possibility within 48 hours. This is a possibility in 2029. As long as the nukes were created, they will be used, the nuclear weapons. They don't make them to not use them. In today's population, they don't teach you nothing about this. Johnny Sin. My daddy. Yeah, well, whatever. Ah, this is your daddy, Johnny Sin. But look at Johnny Sin. I mean, what is his value, his intrinsic value here? What is Johnny Sin, the great sin? What is his value in this place? There's no value to Johnny Sin. He is valueless. He's not going to do anything for the future. Even if he's a coder, his code matters not anymore. There's no place for Johnny Sin in the future. The sin won't matter because what's going to happen to the sinners is going to be you're either on one side or the other. The sin guy is not going to survive if he keeps his shit up because he has no intrinsic value to society in the future. In this future, what is that intrinsic value you're going to have to the machines? Zero. Zilch. Even the greatest inventor today can say, I invented something so beautiful, so great. And the machine's going to say, thank you. Bye-bye. Take care then. Bye-bye now. It's factual. You can't even use your Google without going right to the machine. No, they haven't been decommissioned. Actually, the warheads have been upgraded. They got rid of a lot of the old Soviet-era weapons because they didn't serve much of a purpose. And there's nothing you can do to think of it. We try to run the scenarios with the incinerators of the nuclear weapons out west of Twila. They were burning nuclear weapons. It was in the news here in Utah. Let's see. Loads were decommissioned, but the nuclear... The reason why they decommissioned those old nukes is because of the time frame. They didn't serve a purpose anymore. You didn't have to have 13,000 nukes or 30,000 nuclear warheads to destroy the Earth. It wasn't that, like they said, you could destroy the Earth 10 times over with the nuclear warheads we have now, what they had back in the 80s. And so they did destroy a lot, decommission, but they did not stop the nuclear process. They didn't stop making the bomb. They just made better bombs. They made better, more intense, more deadly bombs. Nobody stopped making the bombs. They were continually upgraded. What they did say for the old nuclear warheads are upgraded. Solid fuels, different rocket boosters, the way they made it, delivery systems. They made them into hypersonic glider nuclear warheads. The U.S. and Russia have more nukes than they can ever tell you. They say this is what they have on paper, but they never stop making it. Johnny Sin should be decommissioned because sin, he's the sin. They all the time. That's what they do in Douglas. Yeah. You can't kick me out of Utah. Just cheese. Just Chi. Come kick me out, bro. This is my land, not yours. Stop talking nonsense or I'll kick. You can't kick me out of here, bro. Do it. P. Come on, little pee-pee. Come kick me out. Come kick me out, pee-pee boy. I dare you. I dare you. Do it, bro. Just come kick me out. Come on, little pee-pee. Come on. Right here. Like the other guys, I'm going to drive by your house and show you. Just make sure I'm out tonight. You can come find me, bro. I'm the king of Salt Lake. Oh, your shithole Salt Lake. Oh, the garbage pail shit stain known as Salt Lake. Is that you're the king of Salt Lake? Yeah. You're a little piss stain, pee-pee boy. Pee-pee boy. Come kick me out. Come do it, little girl. Come on, little pee-pee. Bring it. I'm the king of Salt Lake. Put your faith in God's hands, right? That's what I'm going to do. Well, pee-pee boy wants to fight. Square up. I'm going to square up against you. Squaring up. I've been in the prison. I told you where I'm at, you little bastard. I'm not 44, but I do use that. Go ahead, bro. Bring it. You won't be any square up. No, there won't be any squaring up, bro. You'll square somewhere. But I think the box is more kind of elongated. Yeah, come square up with me, bro. Come square up with me. Because I'm packing. I don't have to pack this. I just got to pack that. And you come after me, and I'm just going to do what I have to do, bro. Little girl, come on. Come on, PP. Thule is a big place. Oh, that's you. Give me coordinates. Thule is a big place. Give them me. Do you want to give them me? Square up, bro. I mean, I'm game. You want to play? Come after me. King of. Is this your place? You started it, bro. You started it. We'll see what square up is. Okay, when and where, old man? Well, you're after me. You come find me, little girl. You come find me. It's up to you. Got the evidence right here. You already called me out. Want to fight? No, but see. No, watch, PP boy. Just save that. No, all this stuff goes. This is called evidence. This also threats too. Threats of violence. I talked about defense, so we're going to just save all this, little PP boy. Where are you at? And then I send this in anyways because it's all evidence. I'm the king of Salt Lake. Yeah, you know in the digital age, little PP boy, that this is threats. Terroristic threats too. Gonna come after me. PP. Okay, let's get all that. It's called terroristic threats, bro. And all that's evidence that you're going to come square up with me. Where was that one you said? Yeah. Give me coordinates. I already got square up. You're the king of Salt Lake. Two grown men can fight. Old man never been in a fight. Laugh my ass off. No, I mean, these are threats online, so you're actually threatened for a physical contact. I told you I'd fight you back too. Hell yeah. You come after me, it's called self-defense. You're in the wrong now. It's not mutual engagement. I told you come after me, you're going to find out. You made the initial threat. So then we take all that evidence and then we report that. See, there's ways to do this. Promote terrorism. Would it be promoting terrorism or would it be hate speech graphic? I think that's a terrorist threat. Come and find me. Bullying. I don't know which one to put you under. I think it's going to be promoting terrorism. I'm actually, if they contact me, I'll send that stuff to you. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can get him. No, I got you. Let's throw down. Hold on. Keep talking. Meet me at your location. No, this is all evidence. All this is, you want to attack me. I told you that I will defend myself. You want to square up and throw down because you're the king of Salt Lake. And then that right there, yes, saying come find you. Yeah, you're going to come find me to kill me, yeah. No, you're coming to attack me. This is all good stuff. Oh, wait, that's a good one. No, it's still terroristic threats. So you're threatening physical harm, which is a terroristic threat. Well, just keep it up, PP, because we got all that. And you're threatening online violence. So that's good. This dude is rage baiting. Well, it doesn't matter because he's already rage baited enough that because he's done threats that he's going to come find me. And I says, yeah, come find me. You're going to get defensive back against you. He's already implemented himself so he can be charged with a terroristic threat. I'm trying to engage in a fisticuffs. No, there is no fisticuffs. You're coming after me. I'm going to defend myself. I told you, I'm packing. I don't play those games. You're threatening physical violence because you're the king of Salt Lake. Duh, king of Salt Lake. So you technically you interrupted my show. You wanted to fight threats of violence, terroristic threats. So no, after this, no. You go ahead, come hunt me down, come find me. I told you I will defend myself. I told you I'm packing. So you already know this. I will defend myself. I told you, you're going to come after me, come find me. But I will defend myself. That's called a terroristic threat. I never agreed to mutual combat with stupid. I'm not doing that. That is archaic and dumb. No, I got to keep him going. So he's in Riverton. Okay. That's what I needed. Hold on. I need this guy in Riverton. If I can get him to frickin' stay there. There we go. That's what we needed. So when I contact the authorities on my platform that has 300,000 views over the last month, I think I only got about 40,000 views. So when I contact the authorities in Riverton and say that there is a terroristic threat by this just peachy, then I know exactly what town you're in. No, serious. No, you don't. You think this online threat and bullying is they don't come after you? Do you somehow think that you can make threats to beat somebody up? 20 people watching. Yeah. Well, what do you got, Peachy? Let's see. Yeah, I don't do my show anymore, and it doesn't matter because no, I've had a lot more than that, buddy. Not here, not today. I can't see much. They've already blocked you for terroristic threats. I can't go to your channel. No subscribers on your channel. And you're in Riverton. So that at least gives us a little bit more to work with. I will be talking to authorities about you, Peachy. Yes, you did. No, you said you're going to square up. You want to fight. No, you said you're going to find me. I said, come find me then. You want to square up and fight. You started the terrorist. You don't go to somebody's platform, to their channel, and start threatening them. You threaten. You want to fight me. I said, I'm not listening. What are you, the king of what? The king of youth. Where are you at, bro? I'm going to square up against you. Yeah, I'm going to square up. And that right there, you're already saying you're going to come after me. Yeah, we'll see. Because you cannot go to somebody's channel and threaten them. Sorry, Peachy. It's just not, it's called online bullying. Yeah. I told you to come find me. I'm packing. I will defend myself. What was the threat? You wanted to come? You are going to come find me. You are going to come. You wanted to know my location to come find me. And I said, I'll defend myself, bro. I told you I'm packing. That is a terroristic threat. And it doesn't matter because you're on a platform, but that platform, there is federal laws against online attacks when it's a threat of violence. And coming up, squaring up, and fighting me, finding out where I live is a threat of violence. I never said I'm going to find out where you live. You said you made a threat against me that you're going to come find me, so that makes you liable for a threat. Well, it is. It's under bullying and terrorism. There is laws to threaten. You're going to come find somebody. You're coming after somebody. When you make that verbal, where do you live? I'll come get you. I'm coming after you. And I tell him I have self-defense. I'm packing. He said, where you at, man? I'll come find you. Yeah, yo, dope, yo, home. That doesn't matter. He's already threatening to make a move to come after me. Yeah. It's not a boxing match, and you can't. Let me say that too, because that's a lie. It's still a threat of violence. unwanted, unneeded violence. You don't go to somebody's show and threaten violence. What are you? Are you archaic? Was that what you do because you're the king of Salt Lake? You had no right to come here and want to square up or fight me. If you don't like it, leave. If you don't like it, go somewhere else, bro. But this is what starts violence. So now something happens anyways. I have the evidence anyways. It's not mutual combat, bro. It's not mutual. I told you I'm packing. You come after me, no, there's going to be a problem. You don't go to someone's show and threaten violence. Thank you. You're on my platform. You came to my show. You wanted to square up and fight me. You start telling me to shut up. You had no business doing that. And then you said you want to come find. I'll come find you. Where you at, bro? That right there is a threat of violence. I said I'll defend myself. I'm not going to fist on my fisticuff. No, I told you I'm packing. No, he probably wants to know me, but fighting means mutual combat is one thing. I told you, come find me, there's going to be problems on your end because you're coming to find me. I never said I'm going to fight you. You idiots think that mutual combat is until two people agree to go box it out. No, you essentially did, but you did not. But the evidence doesn't prove that. Yeah, no, you come after me? Hell no. I'm not going to fight you. You come after me with violence? I ain't fighting some stupid. You can't beat stupid out of stupid. Stupid people are like, I'm going to fight you. No. Violence is violence. When you threaten violence on somebody, they have the right to defend themselves. I told you I will defend myself. And I told you, I gave you the line you crossed. You crossed that line, bro. You come after me. You come down here after me to meet me, to find me. You can find me outside my house. I said that because my children live here, you jackass. But if you come after me, do it. I told you to do it. But I will defend myself. And I don't mean I'm going to punch you back because I'm stupid like you. Show me the evidence. I don't have to show it to you. I saved it. The video is saved. The video is saved. You already made the threats, bro. You can come find me. You started that. Yeah, I mean, he's threatening to fight me with violence. To come, I'll find you, bro. Come find you. That was the initial spark you made was I'm going to come find you. Yeah, you did. And we got you now under Riverton. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. Keep talking, P. Stain. Keep talking. It's fine. Whatever you got going on. Doesn't matter. You can't. And the reason why I see a guy like this, they'll love just Peachy. The reason why they're going to love it with under the online bullying platform, he could actually face charges just for already terroristic threats. So there is that online bullying. When you get on a platform that has 10 views, once you start threatening, I'm going to come find you, bro. I said, come find me, but I'm packing. You want to come take me out? Outside when I leave. That's not an invitation. You want to come hurt me. So I'm not going to allow you to do any of that shit anyways. I'm going to tell you I'm going to defend myself if you come after me. But the first initial threat was you, Peachy. Yeah. You came to attack me. I said, you come find me and I got a gun. Period. I will defend myself. I am packing. You started the first thing. You started that. There is online bullying rules that's going to get you in a shitload of trouble, which I'm going to push it to the furthest extent of the law, PT. When I get done with this, I'm going to take those saved screenshots. I'm going to call, make my phone calls, and I'm going to send in the evidence. Then when they knock at your door, Peachy, then you're going to find out what you can and cannot do on a platform. You cannot threaten to fight somebody physically. Do whatever you want, bro. You can You can make fun of this. You can do whatever you want. As far I can ban you, but you cannot threaten to go find somebody. That is online bullying. That is threatening. That is terroristic threats. Are you not paying attention to the laws? Do you not get it? Is there something in your head that's just not kicking? You cannot go online and threaten somebody. That's what the hell what do you think this is, archaic retardville? We're not gonna, oh yeah, well you write that letter and say, I'm gonna come find you, bro. Where you at? The minute you said that, that was right there a threat. And I can say whatever the hell I want after that. Because you cannot go on a platform and threaten to find somebody. As second you made that move, you crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. I am going to go send this in. I'm going to get off right now. I'm going to call. I'm going to make some phone calls. Yes, you did. The second you said you was going to come find me was the second that you started all this. We'll let the courts, we'll let law enforcement sort that out. No, yeah, no. Let's see. No, I said I'll defend myself with a gun, you son of a bitch. I didn't say any of that. No. I will use a weapon to defend myself. I am packing. I said, you come find me and see what happens. I have every right to defend myself. There's no reason to talk about that. I just saved all of them. Yeah, snitch. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, snitch. Oh, God, yeah. And it that quick. That fast. Nope. No prison hoodlum stuff here. No. My uncle's a warden of the Utah State Penitentiary. No. He put Gilmore to death by a firing squad. So no, this is online bullying. Well, that doesn't matter. Just you threatened my life. You threatened to come find me. And then you said we're going to square up and it's just going to be a fist fight. No, you started it. It's over, bud. You said... Let's see who else this is. Is about Dugway Proving Ground in Utah. This is between two Utah guys. No, I don't go live. No, you can't. You cannot start it. So who's the other one? What's this caveman? No, you don't. You don't threaten somebody if they cannot go live. That I cannot go live because of your terroristic threats. No. And that's another one. Who's this? Don't go live. It's the internet. So I got to do cave. I'm going to record your dumbass too because you're threatening me that I can't go live because I will get terroristic threats. And P guy is going to come find me and beat me up. No, you're backing him the same. So you want me to be the terrorism is what you're doing. The only thing is not using political threats. You're using the threat of violence. You're telling me, you too, that if I go live, I have a threat that this is going to happen. I will get threatened physical violence because I go live. So you're telling me I have to have an entourage to protect myself if I do a live video that has nothing to do with you people. It is an excuse. That is a threat. You go live and you get threatened by P-Boy. Or you too, cave whatever. You have no right to do that. That is threatened. That is a threat. You're terroristically threatening me, telling me that I can't go live because if I don't want to get threatened, then don't go live. That's not right. Can't report it. But all this will be saved. Anybody can go live anytime they want. No, I can't go live. You did this. You did this and your other buddy. You have no business doing that. Everyone live. Well, I mean, keyboard that warrior, that's probably where you belong. Making terrorist threats, and then he's backed by the other guy that don't go live or you're threatened, we're going to come beat you up. Don't go live. If you go live, we will come beat you up. Ask the other guys that said they're going to roll by my house because I do a live show. This had nothing to do with you people. You had no business getting involved. You didn't have to say anything. But if you do a live show and you start making terrorist threats to beat somebody up, come find somebody, you better find out how fast a big platform will have. The police will be at your door. I'm going to come find you, bro. I'm going to come find you, bro. Look how fast that happens. Then if it would have been an influencer with a bigger channel, and you say I'm gonna confine you, bro. Watch what they do to you. I would kick your ass. I thought snitches get kisses. You guys are this. I have nobody. Yeah, you can do it. He could flip the channel and go do anything he wants. He had no business being here threatening. Zero. And he had no business with the other guy. Caveman loves smoke. Saying that I can't do a live stream. If I do a live stream, I got the threat of being beat up. This isn't 1999. You can't just come on and threaten even a live stream. And then you can't back saying that, yeah, you do a live stream, you're going to get the threat of being beat up. That can't happen either. You had no business doing that. Yeah, you shouldn't expect it to being on live. No, the threat by Caveman is that I shouldn't do lives because I get the threat of being beat up. No, you don't expect the shit. There's online bullying. Did you not get it? This isn't like, 12-year-old. I guess when you're 12, you think you can do whatever you want. And another one. What isn't a terroristic threat, bud? Coming and finding somebody isn't a terroristic threat? Really? I'm going to come find you, bro. That's not a terroristic threat. You're gay and you get threatened every day. Well, they will. Well, it won't do any good to find anybody for anybody. The issue is these kind of people need to be stopped. Okay? The issue is they don't have a place in the future. There's no this type of behavior on a live stream or on any kind of platform, threats on Facebook, trying to beat people up for doing a show isn't nothing to do with it. Let's see. It says, let's see. Yeah, it's all true. We'll find out. Well, terrorist threats making it's about political. It's not about this, but it's still considered terroristic threats. When someone says they're going to come find you, that's when there's a terroristic threat. It's labeled under terroristic threat, but using violence and threats to change a political opinion is what terrorism is. But they're still labeled under terroristic threats. Using violence. Let's see. Well, if you were using like the Irish IRA, Irish Republican Army type thing, where you're trying to change the political landscape by using violence, is terrorism. Yes, that's what terrorism is. Doesn't matter, any of you guys. There is no invite. I didn't. I told you that I will defend myself. I said you come find me and find out. You already made the threat. I told you I'm packing. Doesn't matter. I will defend myself. That's what I said. That's what I'll do. It's not even a matter of said or do. You come after me. I started my show. You came to my platform. You said you're going to come find me. We'll let them figure it out now. I'll give you 24 hours. 24 hours. If you want to find out what it's like to come online and say you're going to find somebody and fight them, then that's fine. If you think that's your holy ground, you're going to stand on. If you think that's where your sacred ground is, turn in the threats that came on this. Still have the live show. Can repeat that back. We'll run it through. We'll run it through law enforcement and enforcement in general. And then when enforcement comes back and decides that that was enough of a threat, then you will be charged with that. And we'll see. You know what's going to happen. I mean, what's going to happen is, I send the information in. I make the phone calls, and then from there you find out. So whatever is said after this it's already too late, because the deal is where you're from. They can look it up. Go to YouTube. Contact YouTube directly. Send in the screenshots. If it falls underneath this terroristic bullying threat, then you're in trouble. There's nothing to do. If I'm wrong, then you're good. Then you can go online, threaten to beat people up. That's fine. That's fine. And then Caveman Loves Smoke. That too. So I go to YouTube. I call YouTube. I get I contact their support. I say, so if YouTube Loves Smoke says that if I go live and I'm not used to being told I'm going to be beat up, this guy's going to come find me, wants to hurt me, then if Caveman Loves Smokes believes that I can't do a live show because I have to accept being beat up just by going live, then that would fall under terroristic threats. Yeah. So that's fine. No, I'm going to go through with this. So I'm going to send this information and see how far it gets me. If I get you arrested or you get charged with it, then that's you. You did this. Then the next guy that comes on here does the same thing. I send that to YouTube. I send that in. And the next time you go online, you're not going to ever say any physical move. You're not going to use physical threats against anybody. Yeah, you did. And you also, Caveman Loves Smoke, you actually said that if I do a live show, I have to accept this. So that's another one. So let them do the investigation. Well, it doesn't matter if it's bullying or threatening, it's of the above. I'm gonna go through with it. No, there's no suit. It's not a suit. See, the problem with the Online Threat and Bullying Act that's involved, the people have committed suicide, people hurt themselves over online bullying and threatening. So when I turn that in, then it'll be up to them, especially YouTube, to decide if the P guy even has a chance to even be online. He might be. And then I send that in. Oh, there we go. Caveman. Okay. I want that too. I want that one. I like that one. You said that if I don't accept bullying and threats, then I shouldn't do a live show. Well, yeah. I don't know whose IP. He will be found, if not through YouTube. And that's what I'm going to go through straight is through YouTube first. I'm going to send in the threats. That's the best thing to do. I mean, you can look it up too, Caveman. You can look it up for yourself. No, it's not a game anymore. I think you guys don't understand how this works. I think that you still think that you can do whatever you want. Yeah, and then, well, if I get laughed up, then that's my call. But the problem is, if you're saying that it's okay, and also because you're still involved in this, you're still pushing it, then you too. Yeah, and then I just save this. I'm saying that Caveman said, I will get laughed up if I reported that. So you're complicit in that. I'll get laughed up if I report you on top of that. And then all the smiley faces too. So no, I like that too. And when I'm off of here, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens from this day forward is what I decide. It's not up to you anymore. You guys can do whatever you want. So you can think what you want. You can think whatever you want. You can do whatever you want from this point forward. See, I have the ammunition now. You made the initial charge. And then you said, Caveman 2, if I don't want to get threatened, then don't do a live. Well, Caveman can be reported to YouTube too, that he's backing the threats. Why not to keep making up lies? And then now we're going to do this too. Caveman, all this stuff I'm going to send into YouTube. All of it. If I had a private security anyways, it would already be contacting because they have a platform when it comes to threats. But you're actually promoting the fact that I can't use what was done as what it is to them, send it to them and say, this is what they did, this is what he said. This caveman guy says don't fucking do it because you're gonna get you're gonna get beat up because you're online. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, he's a part of it too. And that's what needs to happen. See, the way that you fix people is you don't go down there, find them, and beat them up. The way you fix people is you contact the platform first. Secondly, you contact law enforcement. Once a platform knows that there's threats, once somebody says you can't do a live show, you need to expect to be threatened. So you don't get things done by going and beating people up. You get things done by filing the information with the proper authorities. And once it's filed with the proper authorities, then let them deal with it. If they think there's enough there, then if the other YouTuber, the YouTube channel says, let's see. No, I mean stuff like this. No, I said it's the internet and you got to expect it. No, you said if you don't want to do it, don't do a live show. So you're adding to the terroristic threat. You're adding to the threat of bullying. You're adding, say, well, if you don't like the threat, then don't do a live show. Nobody can do any live show you want without being threatened to be beat up. Where does that not go through your heads? The adult in the room, you can't even be a part of it. You ain't even supposed to be a part of it. You can't back it. You can't be complicit in it. The thing you should say, you do whatever you want on the internet. You want to do a live show. You should not expect to be violence against you for doing a live show. What part of that doesn't compute with your head? Anybody can do a live show on Facebook or YouTube without the threat of harm. That's the Online Bullying Act. Look it up for yourself. And you can't back that and say, oh no, if you do it, you should expect this. You should expect to be beat up. You could expect violence. No, that's not what the Online Bullying Act's about. No. I don't know what world you live in. You control yourself. My friend was murdered because of bullying. Yeah, Jeremy was murdered because his stepson was bullied online and he took an AK-47 and killed my friend. Yeah, that's you trolls. Trolling has consequences, especially if you're up north. It has consequences. You cannot come on and troll people up to the point of violence or up to the point where they do violence. Where does that get through your head? What part of your brain isn't computing because it's on a live show? Nobody's going to know what I say. Oh, bullshit. They will find you. If there's enough evidence, action equal greater reaction. Your actions constitute the reaction. If the reaction is you get in trouble, then you get in trouble. But you did the action. And you're complicit because you backed him. If the evidence of what he did is enough, then the reaction will be you'll be in trouble too, which you can be banned from the platform for life. At the very minimum. At the very minimum. Nobody should do a live show or have a threat of violence. What the hell is wrong with you? That's the truth. You cannot dictate what I do and what I don't do. You cannot dictate if I do a live show. You do not have the right to do that. And then, like this, best trans streamer ever. This is another one. This is another one needs to be brought up. And that is all evidence. Every bit of that's evidence. Now you're calling me a trans person. Do you think YouTube's going to like that? Do you think they're going to enjoy it? Yeah, I've screenshot all of them. They're all evidence. All of those screenshots can be sent into YouTube. Every one of those, file a report, can be sent in. And then it doesn't matter where he's hiding. He could be sitting in Mumbai and think he has a channel. once he's banned, he can't start back up. Once this is considered bullying, once this goes as far as bullying, they're already looking into the other guy. I can tell that because I've reported. I try to report YouTube, but right now they're yeah, that graphic violence or hate speech. You already got that. And then going back to the other guy, that one was reported as terroristic threats. No, this guy. See, it's what it is the actual comment. I gotta go back to. No, it's already too late for all that stuff. You guys need to think about what you're doing. You can't do that. Gotta go back and make sure that one went in too. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's hard to go back through the lives when it's off too. It doesn't say anything else. I just have to look at the actual video when that happens. Anybody else wants to get in on this? It wants to come after me too. Yeah, he did. He said he was gonna. I saved it, so yeah, he did. He's gonna come find me. That as soon as he said he's gonna come find me, all that stuff. Still gonna report that. I mean, it's as long as that keeps going, you keep going with it. It's still you're not supposed to be here. You're still bullying. Hermat. Yeah, put that again. Let's see how long that takes. No, you shouldn't even be here. You don't have the right to go bully anybody. Not at all. Nope. Sorry, bro. I have to go work because I have to work for a living. But I can't report him anymore. But yeah, you shouldn't be here. You should never even be here. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wait. See, this is like this. This is another bullying. And I'm reporting. I've already reported you for bullying. So harassment, bullying again. But I mean, you're calling me stupid. It's not the First Amendment. The First Amendment gives you the right to do anything but aggressive, bullying, hate speech, calling me, what'd you call me, transgender? What was it? You did that. You can't do that stuff. You can't do any of that stuff. That's all on the look up the online bullying law. Just check it out for yourself. No, seriously. So when your speech has something to do with all this, it's not the First Amendment. Say what again, stupid? That's another one. See, that isn't First Amendment speech. That is not First Amendment speech. You do not have the right to harass or bully. I don't know where you think. What kind of First Amendment you talk about? Freedom of speech doesn't give you the right to bully. It does not doesn't give you the right. No, seriously, that's what this is about. You have no right to bully anybody. And I'm going to go to work. P. Stain, I'm going to give you 24 hours to repent for this shit. I'm going to call YouTube. I'm going to talk to YouTube on emails. I'm going to send it in, see what they think, if they can do something about this. And then from there, I'm going to possibly contact law enforcement, depending. If there's grounds to get you at least banned from YouTube or under the bullying, terroristic threats, if there's grounds for that, which is just equal or greater reaction, if they look it over and they decide that yes, it's enough, yes, that's enough, then we'll go from there. Yeah. I mean, this is what needs to happen to everybody. Transgender streamer. No, you're not. Phone calls from everybody. Yeah, I'm just gonna. The rest of them are fine. I've already reported the rest of those guys. So, all right, P. Looks like we're gonna be in for it. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm done. The chance was over. It's done. I gave you plenty of chances, bro. We'll see. That's the end.